Namaste. Greetings to all. Welcome. Welcome to No Quitting here, baby. How we doing? Let's check in. How the creators out there doing? We good? How's the kings and queens? Salute. How are we? How are the gods and goddesses? Feeling godly? Beautiful, beautiful. Good. We in a good place then. Let's go ahead and get started with it then. Let's go. We are starting on part 2 of our series. You are rewarded by your work, not for your work. So this is part 2 of this series. So if you didn't catch last week, please go back and get that in first before you jump to this one. So this one starts to make full sense. You put it all together. You get all the pieces to the puzzle so it can really empower you, so you can really grow from these universal laws. So let's start with it. So we are working with you are rewarded by your work, not for your work. So in order to move to the unknown of something, because what we're talking about is being rewarded by your work, which most people don't understand. This is an unknown to most people, okay? So to get to the unknown, you must start at a known. So we are going to start from the bottom of this and then work our way to the top. So we are going to work with being rewarded for your work, because this is what the masses understand. This is what most of us understand. This is the way most of us was conditioned and taught from the beginning. So you went to school for what? To be rewarded to go to the next grade. You know what I'm saying? You finished school, then you got what? You was going to college, if you went to college, or you started a business. For what? You did all of these things for a reward outside of yourself. You was doing this for a fruit from something outside of you, for money, for fame, for name, for whatever you was doing it for. Most likely you were not doing it for the benefit of your personal inner growth. So this is that's where the law really works, is you are rewarded by your work. But our conditioning, what we were taught, all that we ever known is to get something outside of us to make us be okay. This is what the mass of us understood. This is what the mass of us know. This is what the mass of us was being taught. So I'm not going to say that's wrong, but that's out of the universal flow, okay? It's not wrong because that's all you ever known. So that's your conditioning. But once you have received knowledge, now you cannot claim ignorance anymore. So this is where the empowerment part of these series, that the part of these talks, a part of these universal laws, getting this in. Because when you are ignorant, when you don't know any better, you're a child doesn't know any better. Why are you going to whoop a child or beat a child and the child doesn't know any better? How are you going to blame a child for not knowing any better? You can't. But once the child has known, once the child has been taught and fully understood, now it's on that child. Okay? This is the same thing with us. We're just babies. We're just children. We just most of us ain't even woke up yet. Most of us ain't even begin to stop crawling yet. We think we are, because we are in these adult bodies, and you walking around and you think you're doing adult things. But our inner state, the way that we are comprehending things, understanding things, reasoning, freaking analyzing, freaking deciding things, is from a childish understanding. And it's not our fault at all. It's our conditioning. The people that we were learning from did not know. The people, so we cannot blame ourselves. We cannot blame them. They didn't know. Okay, so that's why we're bringing these series to you. That's why we're bringing these universal laws, so we can start to understand and walk in the way of nature and walk in our true power of who we truly are. We are existence. We are the very fabric of existence. So when we walk in these universal laws, all of existence forms with us and it moves with us. So if you are working for a reward, you are out of the flow of the universal flow. So, and there's nothing wrong with this. This is all that we've known. And this is maybe what you got to do right now. So if you got to do that, you do that, but still you have to have something that you are passionate about, that you love doing, that's yours. I know you might got to still go to your 9 to 5. You said, Free, how do I do this practically? How do I really do this practically? How do I do this on a day-to-day when I got to pay bills and all this stuff? Keep doing that. Keep doing that. And then, but you still got to start to use your mind, start to use your intellect to think, what do I love? What lights me up? What would I do if I didn't have to worry about money? If I did not have to worry about failing, what would I be doing? Okay, so we understand that the majority of us were conditioned to know that we had to work for a reward every step of our lives. We had to work, we put in the work, and then we got rewarded for it. And this is the reason why no matter what we were doing, no matter what we'll do, you're never going to be truly satisfied or truly happy, because you're looking for something outside of you to reward you for the work that you've done. And that's out of the flow of the universe. So this is part 2. Go ahead and build on this. Listen to this, take this in, re-listen to it, really get this stuff in, because I understand that us trying to get to this unknown, we got to work through the known and stuff. And it could be a little challenging when you're like, hold on, I'm not understanding this. Build on it. Think about it for a half a second, and then we'll move on. I'll see you next week and stuff. With no quitting here, baby. Stay with me. Stay focused. All right. Until next week, much love, health, peace, prosperity, and blessings to all. Namaste.